Peace, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. So y'all come on in here so we can get this channeling from spirit. It's a collective channeling from spirit. Okay. So as you can see in the title, all right, it's wake up time. Okay. Make sure y'all hit that button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. But so let's get to it. Okay. So I just got a challenge from spirit. Just another reminder to those who vibe towards this frequency and vibing at a frequency where they're no longer fit in. Okay, you're kind of in the new world, and what's happening is your 3D is starting to manifest this way. Okay, so you just got to learn how to adapt to the new world. Um, you know, we got to learn how to adapt to it. So, spirit channel to me. They want me to talk about the dimensions and what's going on. All right. They sent me a vision of what's going on. So they really want me to tap in on this the 5D dimension. It's very important right now. Um because of the simple fact that they are fighting real hard, okay? They are fighting real hard and you are fighting real hard as well if you've been meditating and finding yourself in a different place in your mind. Um you can tell that you're in a different place in your mind because you shifted, okay? You shifted. So some are on the 3D still. A lot of a lot of people that still sleep, they're still stuck in the 3D. Okay. Um, so they're not getting that vibe, that frequency that you're catching as fast. Now they're getting it, but they're not catching it as fast. Okay. And the reason why they're not catching it as fast as they should is because they're not connected to their soul. Okay. So the levels that you are, the more closer you get to your soul, the louder the message get. Okay. Um, the louder your connection is, the more intuitive, the more divine you shift, and your 3D reality starts to shift. And as you can see, a lot of people are not vibing at that 4 or 5D level, which means people are not really tuned into their souls, okay, and their intuition. Which means a lot of people are living a lie, okay, and you pretty much woke up. So spirit just want me to give you a little bit of motivation and tell you what it is that's going on, and to keep keep helping them. Okay, keep helping your soul return, because only from this as above, so shall it be below. So you got to fight. You got to fight this 4 and 5D battle. Okay. We most definitely are winning, but it's never the task is never done. Okay, what you're doing, don't worry about what's like right now. What you see in the 3D is just the outcome, the turn up. Okay. um what you're seeing in the 3D is pretty much shit on pause. It's because of the simple fact that the battle is more the battle is more 4D and 5D. Okay. And the body on 3D is just roaming. So you feel like you're roaming at times because you can shift when it's necessary. Like if they need you on the 3D, you come down to the 3D. It's like deserts. It's like you see trees, you see streets, but you barely see people. You probably see a few people nowadays, right? Well, everybody's really shifting. Okay. So people are either in limbo or they're in pause. Some people are at home where they're not coming outside. They're not tuned into nature, and only a few will be tuned into nature, and then some are just still in limbo. Okay. Um, so spirit just wanted me to let you know. keep doing your work, keep doing it. What's happening is they are attacking the 5D. Well, they're knocking at the door of 5D, and 5D is your soul. Okay, it's your soul. Now they're multidimensional, but we're going to talk about just the three that we can handle right now. Okay. Um, as you know, like pay attention to what's going on with you have to pay attention to what's going on with technology. Okay, technology is it's a spiritual warfare, and what it's doing, it's trying to oversee as your God. Okay, it's trying to be your overseer. Okay, it always see uh this alternative thought and perception of your mind is being controlled by what you see on your cell phone, which is AI. Okay. Now, when you pick up your phone, you're tapping in to um, the matrix. Okay. Even the matrix that you're in, you're just in the more 3D one. You're stuck in the 3D. You can't get out your phone. You can't put it down. You're anxious to be in because you think you're going somewhere. Okay. Now, if they had more of a divine, if they allowed the divine more like people like me who speak dimensions and spirituality speak and not hinder, then your spiritual growth will ascend past social media, okay, or any cell phones or technical things or material things. See, you care about this because you're still stuck in the 3D realm, okay? So what happens is that if you're not elevating, okay, because if you have no task on in your 3D, you must shift to the 4D, which is your conscious mind now. So people are being forced into their conscious mind because of their simple fact of what's going on in their 3D bodies. Okay. A lot of you twin flames, and it does matter. This matters because a lot of people need to know what is the work they need to do. So I'm trying to help you when I do these kind of videos. I'm trying to help you get a message from your divine, which Spirit says some of y'all already got this, but you don't know how to decipher the message. So what I'm trying to help you do is decipher that message, fill in that blank of what's going on with you right now. So right now you're in limbo, you're bored, sometimes you got your physical needs and stuff like that. It's like no different from when you descend, because you are a descendant of your most high. You are a descendant of your most high because you're now here down on this plane. Your physical body has needs in order to survive. Okay, you need water, you need food, um, but you don't want to stay, okay, in the realm all day long. You're really not supposed to. You're supposed to elevate. Um, like you're supposed to, like, even like I refer these movies to you because it's very important, because like the Matrix and the Avatars, how they shift, okay, and then he comes back to nourish the body, and then he shift back into to fight the battle, okay. Saying that each one of these movies are fighting the battle, and so are you just haven't identified it fully yet. So you're probably saying, Essence, what does it has to do with twin flames? It's very important because in this there are many ways to awaken. You can awaken through having a near death experience. You can awaken through love. You can awaken through many different things. Okay, your avenue happens to be broken heart. Okay. So you have to, it's all going to lead in each diameter, it's all going to lead back to the oneness of love, okay, which is self-love. So you have to be a master of your own mind, which makes you a master of your own abilities, which makes you a master of your realm, okay. You have to learn how to do this. You want to know what the work is, this is what you must do. You cannot focus on others right now, because by helping change you right now, it's helping change others, because you're changing you, your perspective, your way of living, your outcome will your frequency will spread and trigger others. But if you're a toxic person, your frequency will still spread toxic in the air. So you must change yourself so that each one could teach one and one could connect to the next. Okay, on a 3D, 4D, and 5D round. Okay, so what Spirit really hit me with when they sent me this message, um, is that pay attention to what they're doing with the technology. You have for many decades they've been shifting from 3G, 4G, and 5G. Okay, and you don't even realize that it's just competition with your soul. and your soul growth, your body, your mind, and your spirit. Okay, so your 3D, all right, which will be 3G, is a level of frequency, a level of power, which is this, it's a 3D realm. So they already tapped in to your 3D realm using 3G attention that you were getting on the 3D, which is your body. So now that they have mastered the ability to entertain your physical desires and entertain your mind, what they did was control your mind because you couldn't think for yourself. So you think you idolize shit that you shouldn't have idolized in the beginning. Now that they have control of that, okay, because they're trying to get you to give up your willpower. Okay, they're trying to give up, get you to give up your pretty much who you are and your purpose from coming here, and it's very important. Okay, so let's see. So they have already mastered the ability to distract your body and get you to love the illusion that they painted for you. They told you what a perfect relationship looks like. But there are two ways. Now you have the 5D, okay? The 5D is pretty much the spiritual aspect of your physical self, which is when you've mastered the ability to be oneness, you will know what love is. But due to the fact of the polar opposite of itself, it manipulates you on a 3G level, which is a more cyber way. Okay, so now it's got your attention. Now it's got you guys out there, you know, they painting a narrative of wanting materialistic things and spending money and all this other shit. Now they done got you programmed. Okay, now they told you what the perfect relationship should look like. You've been programmed since birth, and all this other stuff on what you should do on 3D. Okay, and they've been hitting us with the little 3G uh, programming for a while. Okay, um, so then we transition for now that they mastered your body with the whole 3G. Now they want to move on to your consciousness. Okay, so here we go now, right? We moved into the 4D. Okay, we shifted into the 4D, which is consciousness, which is your intuition. Okay, so now they try to cut off your connection with that using 4G. Okay, so now they try to cut off your connection with the 4G. Now you're intuitively feeling like you're something other than yourself. Now you're intuitively feeling. Now most of us have been born into this shift already. We've been born, so we can't tell the difference. And this is why people are having misinterpretations of their own identity, because uh, been now you have been infiltrated by a persona put inside you during birth, okay? Which is an alter ego, which is something other than yourself, which is not wholeheartedly you, because you can sense that deep down inside. But see, you're blaming the whole identity crisis on your physical being. Like some will say, oh, I feel like I was born a man and now I want to be a woman, you know what I'm saying? Or a woman want to be a man, or a person want to be an animal, or somebody want to be a cyborg and shit like that, because that's not who you truly are. You were programmed that way. That's that 4D, which is being attacked. Okay, that fourth dimension, which is your intuition. So they attacked it with 4G. Okay. Now this shit is serious, y'all. This shit is real and this shit is happening. And this is why our purpose is being delayed, it's being manipulated, and it's being deceived, because you don't know this stuff. You don't care. We chilling, we vibing, we get good vibes only, we chilling, we vibing, we get drunk, having fun, fucking all this shit. We distracted, all right? But you didn't realize your own demise, that you were being a product of your own demise, okay? Because if you damn sure wasn't a virgin before you met your twin flame, you were a part of the demise, okay? Some people would say, oh, you had to live and learn the lessons. Technically not, because if you tapped into your own intuition at that time, you would have known not to do it, okay? We have a soul. You have an overseer of self, a consciousness that will tell you off rip what you should and should not do. Am I saying anybody's not perfect and all this other shit? That's yours to decide with your God. Repent to your God. This is the work. You must repent for the sins that you committed. Repent for betraying your inner self for the shit that they put in front of you on the 3D. Okay? You are a divine being having a human experience. You're not having a human experience and then we'll tap into divine. It's not how it's as above, so below, not below, so as above. Okay? So because we live in foul below, it's trickling above, and now the war has started. Okay, so a lot of us, like I said, a lot of us don't get it, and you have to really do your research, but you'll get it, and you'll come back to this video, and then you'll be like, oh, I get what you're saying, Essence. Okay, but Spirit wanted me to bring this up again. Okay, so now they're trickling into the 5D. The 5D is your soul. It's where your soul lies. Okay? Your soul can only manifest to this planet through your physical form. That is the gateway, that is the door, and only you can unlock that. But they are getting you to surrender your will. Okay? Like I said, some of y'all were born into it. You know you was, because if you still celebrate holidays and you're still celebrating this and now you're in the program, you're giving up your I wouldn't say free will because you're paying the price right now because we thought that this shit was free will, but you're paying the price. Okay, because you allowed your will to be used and abused, and they got you, the individual self, all right, to deceive your most high self. They tricked you. You got bamboozled. You got tricked. Okay? So now it's time to wake up. It's time to rise up. Okay? It's trying to wake up out of that illusion. And the questions that you decide to ask yourself is opening the door to your consciousness and then saying, hey, look, I'll tell you what happened, and it's going to hurt. You betrayed me when you did this, and you betrayed me when you did that, when I told you not to do this and I told you not to do that. We all have that moment where we should have listened, and we knew, but we should have listened. Well, that is the moment that you need to remember. All those moments where you chose not to listen to your higher self. How many of you can say that you had a moment where you kind of knew you shouldn't have did this, or you kind of knew you shouldn't have did that? We'll take it back to that moment and that feeling. Okay, remember that. Okay, same thing with your deja vu's and stuff. That's just a reminder that you're aligned. Okay, deja vu is just a reminder that you're aligned to your purpose because your soul goes there first to verify your next destination, and then you catch up with the body. Okay, so just pay attention to all this shit, you guys. This is not a lie. You dream, meaning your dreams just mean you're astral traveling, like you're astral traveling out your body and you're going somewhere to handle your business because your body can't go everywhere. So you must master your elements. Master your elements. Your 5D must be taken care of first. Your highest self must be honored first. I don't care what nobody else say to you. If you have not honored your highest self first, you will be nothing. You will be just an empty soulless vessel if your highest self does not rule you. Okay, your highest self is your consciousness. It's your God. You know what I'm saying? So can no pastor be your God? They can only be a guide. Okay, and they can only guide you in a good direction, or they'll just mislead you. Okay, you're being misled, and a lot of us need to wake up and realize that. Okay, so I hope you're getting what I'm saying so far. So let me finish this 5D. Okay, so here we are. We meeting our soulmates, our life partners, whatever. Where you're seeing the soul, you're recognizing each other from another life. Okay, that is what you that's triggering you to remind you just how powerful your soul is. Like you say, oh, you'll ask your soul. Okay, well, you're ask your what you would call God. Okay, you'll ask God and say, hey, where are you going to bring me my love of my life? You ask them every all day, right? Then you meet them, and now you got to go through your trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations is just shedding of the way of the world and mastering your elements so that you can realize who you really are and come back together. But as long as you still 3D, okay, in your 3D body still being entertained by BS and distractions, you're not going to come in. So this is why a lot of masculines are still out there fucking with karmics, or some of you feminines out there still fucking with your exes because you have not yet let go of the false illusion of what the perfect love should look like. So, in order for you to shift out of the 3D as a divine feminine, is to master your 4 and 5D, where you will find your partner, where they telepathically talk to you on a 4D level, and tap into your intuition, and you start to feel them and hold them because they're like you're like one. That means you're getting close. So when you no longer use your body to speak for you, you start to use your consciousness. You start to use your intuition. Okay, you start to telepathically talk and connect to them, just like they telepathically talk and connect to you, because who they are on a 3D is not who they are on a 4 and 5D. Okay, their bodies are distracted just like yours is. Okay, so you must master your elements, mind, body, and soul. 3D, 4D, 5D. Okay. So with the 5D is your soul. Okay. So now they're trying to master taking over your essence, which means they're gonna have, if they master, now mind you, they gotta have complete control. They gotta have your mind on a 3D, which is taking over your body, which is making you do shit, and your mind, which is your intuition, okay, which is 4D. Now they have to be able to get you to could disconnect from your 5D. So what are they going to use? They're going to use 5G. 5G is just going to be this ultimate power of source, this frequency that's going to completely get the person who is no longer mind, body, and soul, which is a soulless being. Because only, let me get this correct, and I want you to understand there is hope. Only somebody who is soulless and lost, okay, will fall for this 5G trickery. Okay, you have to be weak. You have to be weak on a 3D level, a 4D level, and a 5D, because they have to weaken you on these dimensions. They have to weaken you in order to tap into you. If you are weak, and this is why I tell you, focus on you. Your partner has to focus on them. You don't know wholeheartedly their elevation, because if they're connected to you on a 4D and you're feeling them, hearing them, seeing their name consciously and shit like that, they are doing their work. It's just not looking like anything on a 3D right now, because that part has not yet mastered itself. Okay, it's as above, so shall it be below. So there's above work that has to be done. So you have to understand it. So y'all be like, oh, you're 3D now. You're master. Like when you desire your partner, okay, I know I'm getting off track real quick, but it still makes still gonna be a part of it. When you're you mastered your 4G, like a lot of y'all mastered your 4G, your 4D, okay? You've mastered your 4D, but a lot of y'all have to master your 5. You have to master your 5, because if you don't master your 5 before they activate this shit, all right, you're gonna be stuck there. Okay, you're gonna be stuck in 4G, going through your ego battle between self. Your ego is a persona created, which is what the Matrix created for you to be able to live in the 3D. Now, if you don't master past the 4D, okay, you will lose contact to your soul. Okay, you will become soulless, and you will be only driven by ego, and you'll be only out here talking about what society is teaching you to believe in. And then you will not have connection with consciousness, because they will cut off connection with consciousness for those who are vibing at a low vibration. They cannot kill it wholeheartedly. There's always a loophole. They cannot kill it completely. There will always be a loophole to each dimension to get through, and it is up to those who get through that hole, because it's going to be a small hole. Like every dimension is a small hole, like a black hole. Every dimension has a shift, and only those who can see what's going on, and those who can hear what's going on, the frequency, the ringing in your ear, is going to be able to be connected still. All right. So master your elements, mind, body, and soul. You got to be whole. You got to know and stop blame shifting. And because if you healed yourself, you will now know that it's not your masculine's fault for running. It is not their fault for running, because they were too programmed. So everybody has to heal that childhood wound where they've been programmed. Okay? So it's just simple, y'all. If they master the ability of 5G, those people who are going to be stuck on the 5G, that stuck, that have not mastered the full elevation, they're going to be stuck. And then they're going to have to try to find the loophole, and it's going to be hard for the people to see past go. Okay? People are going to have a hard time seeing the truth. Um, but you guys, I really hope that helped you a little bit. Maybe I'll do a part two, but that is the message Spirit has given to me. Okay, they are trying to master your through your 5D, your five dimension. They're trying to get you to disconnect from your five dimension. It's not happening though. Like it's not gonna happen because they're tapping in. Here you go. Like it's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be in full effect. It's gonna be like a glitch. It's gonna be a glitch in the matrix, and that's just gonna be something that people are not gonna realize right away. Only those who tuned in will realize that this is happening. Okay, you get a 5D. Let me tell you something, y'all. You get a five. Everything happening, you should have already got a divine message about this. They might have not said it. Okay, they might have not said it in the way that it's happening today, but they told you that they teach you what they only talk to you in a way in your form that you know of, in a vision that you know of. They cannot communicate with you any otherwise because you're not fully tapped in to their level of frequency. When you get that ringing in the ear, you don't know what frequency is coming through, but you know there's a frequency coming through. Okay, you know there's a tone coming through, but you don't know how to decipher it. So what they do is they decipher it to you in the manner you know of, like showing you a picture referred to, or giving you a dream that refers to, or getting you to watch a movie that refers to. Here you go. They will always give you a vision. Okay, hold on, y'all. So y'all gotta wake up, keep doing your research, keep looking into what's going on, because they will speak to you. Keep enlightening yourself with knowledge. Okay, keep waking yourself up. Excuse me, with knowledge, because knowledge is the power, knowledge is the key to setting you free. You must be able to master your 5D, because if they activate this 5G, it's going to be a wrap for a lot of people. They're just going to be stuck. And if you thought your masculine was trapped in 3D, can you imagine? Now you're only going to be able to communicate with people on the levels that they're able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of y'all connect with your masculines on a 4D, 5D level, but you don't connect with them on 3D. Well, now you know where they lack the ability to communicate with you at. Okay? So, all right, y'all. I gotta go pick up my daughter. Peace and blessings to y'all. I will be going live when I come back for a live reading, or maybe I'll do it later. We'll see. So y'all just stay tuned. Peace.